नमस्कार, आप सुन रहे हैं ये पुस्तक बक ब्लू पर।
Chapter 5 Living Beyond the Ordinary. Do you usually acknowledge the beauty in everyday moments? Are you in sync with an awakened sense of all your senses, seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, tasting as much of the world as you can, and appreciating all you discover? If so, you're someone living with what philosopher Bertrand Russell calls zest. Without zest, what is life? Just waiting for death? Rajneesh life could never be complacence to a person who has inculcated the habit of zest. In other words, for someone who lives with attentive curiosity to the details of life. A common factor among all happy people is living with zest. You know you are living with zest if you purposefully notice the details of the route to wherever you are going, or you choose some items because you love their texture and their feel, or you pick a soap or a product because you love its fragrance, smell being as important to you as the item. Do you ever notice the fairy lights that make different patterns? Are you likely to notice the interesting shadow you create while walking, sometimes long and sometimes short, or table even, fat cloth and obese? Or a beautiful pattern created on the bare or by a lamp? Or how the stars are shaped like a search for the Orion in the sky on a starry night? Do you hear the music in public places and start humming tune, sometimes recommending it to people? Or notice the way people speak, whether they have friendly voices or interesting tones and accents, which then makes you inquisitive about them? Are you the kind of person who can recognize some faces whom you do not know? Recognize them as you see them around on a daily basis, like the people waiting in the bus queue every day, or also the people whom you see in the office canteen. It is said that we all experience about 20,000 individual moments in a day. If you are able to admire more of these moments in time, instead of letting them go by without capturing them in the panorama of your memory, you are optimizing your joy in the present. Just like the butterfly which counts the moments and not the years. People who have a lot of fond memories and precious moments stored in their minds are people living with zest. The less the number of memories you have in life, the more you are whizzing past your life. The beautiful poem by the Welsh poet W.H. Davies aptly expresses it in the poem called Leisure. The poem was published in the year 1916, when the poet predicted in his thoughts the predicament of modern life as we see it today. The message is that our busy lives have made us insensitive towards beautiful nature that surrounds us as we speed by our lives and never ponder to soak in our surroundings, which can give us so much joy and satisfaction to live life to its fullest. The poem goes thus: what is a life full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare, as long as the cows, no time to see. In broad daylight, streams full of stars, like the skies at night. No time to turn at the beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, if, full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. William Henry Davies. If you want to enjoy your life more, you can begin by living and loving more of it by zestfully with every little gorgeously detailed moment in life. Inculcate the habit of zest purposefully. Seek out beauty in all seemingly trivial moments of existence. The texture, taste, and aroma of the food you eat, and the interesting faces of the people traveling on the bus with you. You will not only experience more happiness on a daily basis, but also cherish more happy memories when you look back on your life. So, let us be up and doing. Life is not an empty dream act in the living present. For life is real, life is earnest. Sit back and reflect a moment. What are your small moments of joy? Why is a zest for life so important for life? What are you passionate about? Write down 5 people whom you admire and why. If you were to draw a picture depicting your life, what would you draw?
अभी आप सुन रहे थे ये पुस्तक बक ब्लू पर। आपको ये किताब कैसी लगी कमेंट में हमें जरूर बताएं। साथ ही स्क्रीन पर दिए गए सभी प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर हमको फॉलो करना ना भूलें। धन्यवाद।